Welcome to Game of Thrones Season 3. Now, Season 2 ended where the White Walkers were leading an army of ice zombies to attack the Night's Watch. So Fat Sam is fighting one of them off, but he's saved by the survivors. And they're like, Sam, did you send the Ravens? Of course Sam did not send the Ravens. You had one job. So they go crawling back to Craster's Keep. Now, Craster is the guy who has all the daughters that are also his wives, and Sam's girlfriend Ginny is giving birth. Now, Craster one day is eating, so they kill him and take all his food. And they're like, no, this is not how Night's Watch men act. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, the Night Watch mutinies. So Sam bails. He grabs Ginny. He's like, girl, we got to get out of here. So they go running through the snow. Jon Snow is elsewhere in the north, undercover with the Wildling camp. They have giants, by the way, in their army, so that's weird. Now he meets King Beyond the Wall, Mance Rayder, not that guy, this guy. He's like, you want to join us? That's cool. I'm going to send you guys to climb the wall, attack the Night's Watch from the other side. This guy's with them. He's a warg, which means he can go into animals' bodies, which sounds like his younger half-brother, Bran Stark, who's been having wolf dreams since Season 1. Now Bran also has dreams about a three-eyed raven, and one day, this kid shows up in his dream. And in real life, he's there too. And he's got a sister. Now they're like friends of the family, and he has dreams where he sees the future, so he's going to teach Bran how to use his powers. Cool. Now, Robb Stark, King of the North. He makes it down to Harrenhal, and he gets some bad news that his grandpa is dead, Cat's dad, so they go over to Riverrun for the funeral, and he meets his uncle, Edmure Tully. He's the new lord, and he sucks at life, and this is Cat's uncle, the Blackfish, and he's really good at life, and he's hits it in one shot. Anyway, dragon time! Look how big they're getting, pretty awesome. So Khaleesi is running around somewhere. She finds a city where they're selling the slave army called the Unsullied, and to prove how tough they are, he cuts off his nipple. They have no dicks, by the way. And she's playing ball with these guys, and it's like, whoa, what's going on? Crazy spider attack thing, saved by Obi-Wan Kenobi? Who is this guy? Of course you don't remember him. He's from Season 1. He's Sir Barristan the Bold. He was on the King's Guard, but they fired him, remember, because he was too old. So it took him a season and a half, but he made it over to her and he pledged her. So now she has two Gryffindor advisors. Speaking of, Davos Seaworth, Stannis' man. We thought he was dead from the explosion at the Blackwater last season, but I guess he's alive. So he goes all castaway. They're like, who's the one true king? He's like, Stannis? Yes, he is. He lucks out. Stannis is like, hey, bro. He's still hanging out with this Red Priestess, and he's like, look, we gotta kill her because she's evil, has shadow babies. He sends him to the dungeons to cool off. Theon Greyjoy is also in a dungeon. We don't know where, but he is getting tortured with the corkscrew foot thing. This guy comes one night, he's like, yo, I'm the rescue mission. I'm gonna take you with me this way. Psych, I brought you right back to the thing. I'm the guy torturing you. I'm a sadistic freak. Now, Jaime Lannister is being brought back to King's Landing to trade for Sansa by Brienne. He steals a sword one day, and they have a cool fight, but she beats him because, he's been in chains for the last year and a half. The Northmen are found them and take them captive. Long story short, they cut off Jaime Lannister's hand. What? Okay, speaking of hands, Big Bad Daddy Tywin Lannister is in King's Landing as the Hand of the King, replacing Tyrion last season. Littlefinger was made Lord of Harrenhal, which is where Robb Stark is now, so it's in name only, but that makes him a good match for Catelyn Stark's sister, Lisa Ann Tully, from Season 1, who breastfeeds. Now, Master of Coin, while he's gone, is going to be Tyrion. So Tyrion grabs the ledgers. Turns out the realm's way in debt. Podrick Payne, Tyrion's loyal squire, who saved him at the battle last season, he rewards him with this awesome boob scene, which is just, lots of gratuitous boobs. But Podrick Payne comes back. He's like, they wouldn't accept any payment. Why not? He's just that good at sex? I guess. Watch out for this plotline. Now, Margaery Tyrell is the new girl engaged to the King of Douches, Joffrey. She goes to talk to Sansa, introduces her to Grandma Tyrell, who's the brains of the operation. It's like, what's Joffrey really like? You can trust us. I'll give you lemon cakes. Sansa loves lemon cakes. She's like, yeah, Joffrey's the worst. And they know that. So she's like, Joffrey, here's some sexy crossbow time. She knows how to manipulate him. Now she's eating out of the palm of her hand. Now, Arya's wandering the countryside with her friends. They meet these Robin Hood wannabes called the Brotherhood Without Banners. Take them captive. They also caught the Hound, Sandor Clegane. So they're going to go, but first she has to say goodbye to Hot Pie, her tearful friend. I waste a lot of time on Hot Pie here. Now, they go back to the thing, and their leader is Beric Dondarrion, also from Season 1. Ned Stark sent him to bring the Hound's brother, the Mountain, to justice. So he's like, you're not your brother, but we'll do trial by combat to see if you do it. So there was a firefight, and Sandor Clegane kills him. So they're men of their word, so they let him go. But the Red Priest is like, yo, come back to life. Boom, he's back to life. So they can resurrect people from the dead. Now, Stannis' Red Priestess is like, look, I have a secret mission to go on. Can I rub my face on you? Oh, you're so sweet, Stannis. Stannis has a wife, by the way, who's this real super freak who keeps her unborn babies in a test tube. This girl comes, that's his daughter, but she's got a scarred face. Oh, that's weird. But she's a sweetheart, and she teaches her friend Davos to read, so that happens. Now, she makes it to her destination, the Brotherhood Without Banners. She's like, look, I need this guy Gendry. I'll give you good, sorry, bro, she's giving us good gold for you, so that's fun. Now, Arya's pissed that they sell her friend, so she runs and captured by the Hound, who is sulking about, but he's going to take her to the family, for ransom, so it's not that bad. So they pinch this guy to take his car. It's like, no killing. And he's like, oh, I am programmed to obey Jon Connor, must not kill. Anyway, Gendry's like, what do you want with me? And she's like, don't you know you're the bastard of Fat King Robb? I did not know that. So they get to have some sex, and he's like, man, being the bastard of the king is awesome. They're like, well, some sexy time to put leeches on me. Wait, what are you doing? Yes, she sucks the king's blood out of him with leeches, and they're going to sacrifice it to the fire god to kill all the false kings. Okay, now, Daenerys is like, I'll buy the army, I'll give you one dragon. No, you can't give away a dragon. But they do. She also takes this translator chick to be her new sidekick, and she's like, okay, here's the dragon, here's my army, now army, kill them all. It's like, wait, that's not allowed. Apparently it is allowed. Yes, they kill everyone. She's like, Dracarys, burned alive, bitch. That's what happens when you mess with Khaleesi. Now, she's got an army and dragons. It's pretty cool. Now, the wall is being climbed by Jon Snow. It's mostly uneventful, and he makes it to the top, where he and Ygritte get to share this awesome top-of-the-world makeout. Yes, they are banging now because they found this hot spring one day, and she shows what's under the thing, which is boobs, and they have some awesome hot tub sexy times. Speaking of, Brienne and Jaime make it to Harrenhal, where Robb left Roose Bolton in command, and they're taking a sexy bath time together. Jaime is called the Kingslayer because he killed the Mad King Aerys Targaryen back in the day, but he was on the King's Guard, which is a big no-no. But he was going to blow up the city, so maybe he's not such a bad guy, but he did push Bran out the window, so he is, not that great. Anyway, the meeting with Roose Bolton is like, I'm not going to give you to Robb Stark, I'm going to give you to your dad because I'm scared of Big Bad Daddy Tywin. It's like, that's cool, but Brienne can't come, we're going to keep her. It's like, oh, that's fine, I don't even like her. So he bails, but then he feels bad because she's going to get raped and killed, so he comes back to save her. Oh, she's fighting a bear! And he's like, we go into the bear pit. And then he's like, I immediately regret this decision. And after those Anchorman references, he makes it out and he saves her, so they're friends now. This guy's still torturing Theon. We still don't know who he is, though, but he loves torture. Now, one day Theon wakes up, and this is happening, and it seems too good to be true. It is too good to be true. He's like, yes, I just wanted to give you a boner before I cut your dick off. What? Yep, and he eats it in front of him. No, he's just kidding. It's a sausage. We hope. I hope. Anyway, Sansa's no longer engaged to Joffrey. Littlefinger's like, look, I was in love with your mom, Cat, so I'm going to bring you back to your family, but I don't trust Littlefinger. Now, Varys, the eunuch, also has a plot with them to marry Sansa off to Loras Tyrell, Renly's gay lover, and that's not a bad wife for him, but Cersei hates how Margaery is controlling Joffrey now, so she's like, Littlefinger, find out what the Tyrells are up to. I know they have some sort of a plot. He's like, fine, I'll send this guy to go have sex with Loras, and he'll spill the beans that he's secretly engaged to Sansa. And this guy's like, okay, Sansa might be the key to the north, so we're going to marry her off to you first, Tyrion, yes. And we're going to marry you, Cersei, to Loras Tyrell. So she doesn't like that. The Tyrells don't like that their plot was foiled. Tyrion doesn't like it. His hot horseshay doesn't like it. Sansa definitely doesn't like it. So they have a wedding that's pretty awkward, but then they have a cool reception where he's like, I'm the god of tits and wine. His dad's like, okay, go consummate the marriage. Wait, are we going to see Sansa and Tyrion have sex? No, we're not. No, we're not. Now, she makes it to the next city, and they're like, look, what if we give you this gold? Will you not conquer us? And she's like, no, I'm a big abolitionist now. I'm going to free all the slaves. So they hire this army of mercenaries to defend them. And this one, Daario Naharis, makes sexy eye contact with her. So that night, she's having bath time. He shows up. He's like, yo, I killed my other captains. She's like, how do you like these tits? He's like, I like them a lot. I'll fight for you. So she's got more army. And he shows her the back door. So he takes Jorah Mormont and Grey Worm with him. That's this guy. And they're surrounded, but they fight because they're badasses. And they kill them all. And I guess the three of them conquer the city single-handedly. She has more sexy eye contact, and Jorah doesn't like that because he loves her. Now, Jon Snow is with the wildlings. It's like, kill this old guy to prove you're one of us. He's like, sure, psych, I'll kill you. So he's still a member of the Night's Watch. He runs. That makes her unhappy. She tracks him down. He's like, you won't hurt me, Ygritte. I know I love you. Oh, I'm shot in the back. Yeah, don't mess with Ygritte. She's sad, though. Now, Bran and his friends were actually nearby. They got to see most of it. Now, Hodor was Hodoring because he's scared of thunder, so Bran uses his warg powers to warg into Hodor. That's crazy, because wargs aren't supposed to be able to go in humans. So they're going to go north of the wall to find this three-eyed raven he keeps seeing. This chick's going to bring his younger brother somewhere else, though. He gets his first line of the series, by the way. Yay, Rickon. Now, Sam is with Jilly, and a White Walker comes, because I guess they're attracted to the scent of babies. And normal weapons won't work against them, by the way. So Sam has this dragon glass dagger that he found at the end of Season 2, stabs him. It's actually incredibly effective, so that's good to know. Now, Bran and his friends go to the castle nearby, and through the well tunnel comes Sam. He's like, hey, I have magic daggers of +4, White Walker slain for all of you, so they get them. They go off on their way. Where's Robb Stark been? Well, he had a pointless subplot where he kills Lord Whatever for insubordination, and then he's been hanging out with his hot new wife from last season, who he got pregnant. Congrats. But remember, he was engaged to one of Lord Walder Frey's ugly daughters because he had to cross his bridge in Season 1. So he's like, look, I need to apologize to get his army. So they apologize, and they're like, look, we'll marry one of the daughters to your uncle Edmure Tully, Lord of Riverrun. That'll be fine. So, okay. Are the daughters okay? Edmure checks them out. They're all ugly, and that's sad for him. But the one they pick up for him is actually a total babe. So he's happy. Everyone's happy. They're having a good party. The band starts playing the Lannister theme song, which seems a little weird. And Roose Bolton's like, is it a little weird? And she's like, I don't know. Why are you wearing armor at a wedding? That seems a little weird. He's like, is it a little weird? What's going to happen? What is this? Oh, stabbed in the baby. No, Robb Stark. Oh, shot with crossbow. No, Catelyn Stark. Oh, yes, they kill everyone, including Robb's wolf Greywyn. And Roose Bolton says, the Lannisters send their regards. Stab. Robb is dead. Catelyn definitely also dead. This is called the Red Wedding. Walder Frey did it, Robb's Lord Roose Bolton did it, and it was all organized by Big Bad Daddy Tywin Lannister. Now, Joffrey at least is happy that he's not the most unpopular character in the show anymore. Arya and the Hound made it, but they were too late, so they leave, and some of the Frey people were bragging, so she goes all stabby on them, because she has this coin that Master Assassin Jack and Agar gave her last season, and the password's Valar Morghulis. Now, Stannis gets the letter, and it's like, yeah, that was the leeches that did that. If we kill the kid totally, then it'll be better. But Davos doesn't like that. He sends him away. Now, Jaime makes it back to King's Landing. We don't see what happens here yet, but he's lost his hand. Speaking of limbless freaks, this guy is actually Roose Bolton's bastard son, Ramsay Snow. And he's like, I'm going to name you Reek and keep you as a pet. And he sends a Theon Dick in a box to his family, and his sister's like, I'm going to go save Theon. Now, at the Night's Watch Castle, Jon Snow makes it back. It looks like he's going to live. Good for him. And Sam also makes it back. He's sending a letter to everyone to warn about ice zombies. The only one who reads it is Davos with his no-reading powers. And Stannis is like, what does the Red God say about killing ice zombies? He likes it, so they're going to do that. Daenerys has the city. She's like, slaves, who wants some freedom? They all want some freedom. Yay, freedom. So she's a rock star. She's conquering cities. And that's how season 3 comes to an end.